And last week I made a proposal to add this part to our meeting, where I'm going to share with you. So I decided to take this opportunity to write up a piece about why I came to SA and why I organized with SA. And these events provide a great opportunity to practice articulating our ideas and getting up to speaking in public and addressing the group. So, there it goes. Thank you, comrades and co-organizers, for tonight's meeting, and welcome to all of our guests. It's such a great turnout. I'm really excited. So I joined Socialist Alternative last February when I met the branch organizer, Melissa, tabling at a screening of Arresting Power, a documentary about Portland's history of police brutality. I had begun to mobilize and get active last fall through the Black Lives Matter movement. And when I saw the spread of the essay table at the movie theater, I was quickly drawn over, and Melissa, the branch organizer at the time, definitely wowed me with her confidence and her political articulation. And what she did is she pointed me to the first page in the Socialist Alternative newspaper. Says, it's just like right in there. You want to check it out. And it's called What We Stand For. So it's all of our points for which we stand for. And across all of the points, fighting for the 99%, environmental sustainability, equal rights for all, money for jobs and education, not war, break with the two-party system of big business, and socialism and internationalism, I agreed and felt within myself that I wanted to fight for these ideas and help bring forth the change that we need in our world. I thought, this makes so much sense. I'm a socialist. So, Melissa and I met over coffee to talk politics, and it was an apparent fit, and I got on board. Since that time, I've tabled, sold papers, helped host a town hall, but it was really especially formative for me in my really feeling a part of this organization when I went to the Socialist Alternative summer camp that was held this summer. I met comrades from all across the country, branches in New York, Boston, Florida, Chicago, LA, Philly, and I even became really good friends with my comrade Joel, who's organizing with SA in Mobile, Alabama, which is pretty cool. I was able to get a breadth of the size of our organization all across the nation and see the interlinkage of our movements also all across the country. 15 is a really big one, super huge. And I got to feel the camaraderie with amazing people who resonate on these important issues, who support one another like family. We're all linked up on Facebook, so we keep in touch, and my news feed was totally pimped out after that. It was really great. And I love these people a lot. It really does feel like family. It's really awesome. So after that moment, I was devoted to this, and ever since, I've expanded my consciousness, stepped out of my comfort zone, and challenged myself, and I've really grown as an individual. At first I was really shy, but now I have gained so much confidence, and so much of that confidence that's my own growth. And I owe a lot of it to Melissa for introducing me to Socialist Alternative and taking me under her wing, helping me to understand socialist concepts. And we've become friends, and I miss her in our branch so much, so shout out to Melissa, I love you. And right now we are moving into a super critical time, not only nationally, but here in citywide politics as well, with movements such as Black Lives Matter and Don't Shoot PDX, to 15 Now, Oregon, to Susu with the demilitarization of campus police, and also especially the housing crisis. I don't know if anybody saw today, Charlie Hales came out and declared a state of emergency for houseless people, which is huge. Just a week before, the Community Alliance of Tenants released a state of emergency for renters. there's going to be a lot of work and organizing to do for affordable housing, and housing is a human right. There's also a really great video posted by Jay Brown that points out a homeless or a houseless tent camp that is going to be evicted next Monday. So if Hales is making this claim about wanting to step up the game with helping houseless people, I think it's important that we show up and support these houseless tent camps and make him deliver on what he's claiming he wants to do. So yeah, people are becoming activated and these ideas are gaining momentum. As Shama Sawant, the incredible socialist alternative city council member, said during her speech in Portland last week, this place should be full, it should be packed, it should be spilling with people, but it should be a lesson to us because the empty seats here represent the organizing that we collectively need to do. We need a message of how to create an organized fight back, and I believe in the strength of the socialist alternative to provide that message to people, to lift up our movements and throw a wrench into the corrupt two-party political machine, and to hold our systems accountable to the people. When we fight together, we're powerful. We need a political alternative, we need a socialist alternative. And if you are unfamiliar with Shama Sawant, she's our comrade that was elected to city council in Seattle. And she's helped accomplish a lot in a short amount of time there. Really, really powerful. As she builds movements. She only takes home an average worker's wage, so $40,000 a year, and then all of the additional money from her job as a councilwoman goes into building movements. So that's true integrity. She's totally beholden to working people. She's played a huge role in the $15 minimum wage there, fighting hate crimes against LGBTQ people. And she's also working for affordable housing and rent control. She also was recently on the picket line with Seattle teachers for their strike. I think she's originally an economics teacher too. So. Yeah, and I just got back from a weekend in Seattle door knocking for her upcoming election, which is totally a grassroots campaign that depends on support from comrades, working people, and volunteers. And it was incredible. The energy of working with others for causes we all believe in is so empowering and inspiring, and there's always so many jokes and laughter that happens as well. And during my time there, I could see that we can learn a lot from our organization in Seattle. I see it as a blueprint for what we can do here in Portland. So for an example of how it's grown so much up there, there's a quote from my dear Seattle comrade about the socialist alternative in Seattle. And he said, previous to the first election of Shama, around when I joined, our goal was to get 75 members. In the last year, our membership doubled. I think it's 144. This is attributable to our unwavering demonstration of solidarity with the working people of Seattle and the world. So, our organization is growing, and as the unrest in this country and our movements grow. When I started just in February, there was only a consistence of 4 of us. There was me, Jerry, Justin, and Melissa, and then 2 other guys that would come sometimes. But so we've grown a lot already, and just seeing the turnout in this room is super inspiring. I invite you to join us. It's righteous, it's rad, and the camaraderie is so much fun and is hilarious. Solidarity forever. Yeah.
Good work. Yes, so I feel like we've been talking at you all a lot, and some of you are looking vaguely eyes glazed over. So I'm hoping that somebody